Other one, Paul here. Today I'm going to be talking about some indicators that I've talked about in the past. That is Ghost Market Pro. Now, particularly, this is going to be a combo strategy, so it's a combination of two paid indicators that I already have. But right now, today, what I'm going to be going over is just the first part, and I've covered this before, so this is going to be a pretty quick video. And it's going to be over Ghost Market Pro and what I've kind of noticed with a customized setting. Now this is with the Ghost Market Pro. Now I've showed you strategies with the cloud. I want to try and show you some strategies with the swing, which is part of Ghost Market Pro. But if you guys don't want to get Ghost Market Pro, you know, I am the only one on YouTube talking about these indicators. But if you don't want to get Ghost Market Pro, there's a workaround to getting it for yourself. You don't necessarily have to have Ghost Market Pro, but I prefer getting the indicators for all the other extra indicators that they give you. But I'm going to just show you a customized setting that if you don't want to get Ghost Market Pro, you can get it for free, and you can still do this strategy without Ghost Market Pro. But I'm going to show you just a small little thing that I've observed when loading one of the swing indicator that's a part of Ghost Market Pro. Okay, so what I'm trying to do with my own personal trading strategy is I'm trying to rely less on other indicators and try to do my trading with as little indicators as possible, and eventually just get to a point where you just look at a candle and base your decision on that. But that's going to come in the future. I'll be making a video on just reading candles alone. But today I'm going to be talking to you about the Ghost Market Pro. Now, if you don't have Ghost Market Pro, let me show you how to do it with Ghost Market Pro first. Now, first, when you get it, let's turn it off real quick. And the first thing when you get it, you're going to go to your swing right here, if you bought the indicator. And it's going to look like this. So what I do to base a lot of my decisions is I will just remove everything except for the last two. So remove all these, everything except for the 90 and the 95. And I've made videos about that. Check all these off until you get to 90 and 95. And one more there. So we got 90 and 95, we keep those. So what I do is I go to a smaller time frame here. And what you want to observe here is when it went from, you know, green to red, red to green. You'll notice right before it goes into that direction, if you look at the lines, if you zoom in on them, if it starts to go, now if the candles are, like, let's say downtrend here. Let's say it's in a downtrend like Bitcoin's been doing. It's in a downtrend. And if you pay attention to the lines and how close they are from each other, they're pretty much glued together. Now, it'll stay in a downtrend, but once it starts separating, and you can start to see this, when it starts separating, it kind of looks like it could potentially go and reverse, is what it's saying. So as long as these lines are pretty much glued together, it's pretty much going in that direction. Once it starts separating, it's when the candles start moving. And you notice, like, right when it started, you know, right about here. So right about here is where it started changing. So we could do a little, if we follow this entire run, now, right here, if you went from green to red, if you came in right here, like, let's just say the first candle below the line here, and if you just wrote all this out, this would be profit right here, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the line and where it starts. You start seeing its space, and when you start seeing it getting space, and when you start seeing the lines go farther apart, it's usually indicating that it's probably going to start doing a change of direction. And we could turn back on all the indicators, but first we want to look at it with just the 90 and 95. Let's look at a different cycle here. So here it goes from red to green. Well, pretty much it's a dark green right there, but red to green. And you see it's spacing. So what happens right here is the lines come together. They start getting, and then it starts going in that direction because the lines are, well, they start spacing out right about here. So this starts being a problem right here. So what I would do is, we could even look at this on a higher time frame. Let's see, let's do this one here. Let's see how this compares to doing it on a longer time frame compared to shorter time frame here. So Bitcoin, we see it coming. This is the first candle of where it has a uptrend. And if we look at the lines, we see they're spaced out with each other. And let's see, what is it doing right here? Let's turn that off. So see, it comes together. As it goes farther out, it starts to run into a problem. So you want to be focused when the lines are as close together as possible. When the lines are as close together as possible, those are probably the best moments to getting in for trade. You have to look for the lines when they're close together, because those will lead into the best trades. You see it happen like right about here when it goes into a downtrend. You have to zoom in really close to see it, but you see that the lines get really close right about here. If I could draw a line right about here, right where it starts is right about here. So you'll notice the pattern of where it's going. So that's just something I've noticed. This might work better for shorter time frames than longer time frames. Let's check this real quickly on the 1 minute. As you see what's happening right now, that's red and it's spacing. So it's a downtrend right now is what we are seeing on the 1 minute. So what you want to look for really is, first it has to change from either red to green or green to red. And then you have to look at the spacing between the lines, because the lines pretty much will tell you the momentum of where it's going to be going. So we see they're together here, and then it starts going down, starts spacing out. And if they start spacing out, it starts going into a different direction. So anyway, that's just something to notice with these lines. Anyway, these lines are meant for like a guide, so don't take this. The other indicators I'm going to be showing you in the next couple days are going to help with these strategy. You can't just rely on just these two lines. Now, if you don't want to do this with Ghost Market Pro, to get these lines, you would just have to go to CMEMA trend bars, and you put in 90 and 95, and you'll get exactly what I have on my screen here. I just find this helpful, but you know, the main thing here is to take note of when it goes from green to red, because that is a change of direction for the most part. You can usually find a good change of direction when you find red to green or green to red. So anyway, if you guys like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you guys in future videos.